Assalamu alaikum. If a person eats haram, is it kufr? Does it take a person out of the fold of Islam? A very valid question indeed, especially in the day and age that we are living in. Such a question is very applicable. There are two answers to this question. Number one, if a person knows that something is haram and it has been extracted from the Quran, from the source itself. For example, the swine, alcohol, drugs, riba, interest. These things are known to be haram. It is a clear injunction in the Quran that states that these things are completely impermissible, unlawful, haram for us. So if an individual eats haram, for example, he or she eats the swine or consumes alcohol or benefits from interest, but the individual knows what he or she is doing is haram, then this will be counted as a sin. This will be deemed as a sin. However, if an individual seems to think that these things are lawful for him or her, then this will definitely be an act of kufr. The reason for this, it is simply because the individual is rejecting the hukm, the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where Allah has clearly made it apparent to us that these things are haram. The swine is haram. The alcohol is haram. Any form of intoxication is haram. Dealing with riba is haram. Eating from the profits of riba, from interest, it is haram. But still a person indulges, eats, benefits from such. It is an act of kufr, because this individual seems to think that he or she is permitted to do so by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when in actual fact Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has clearly mentioned that these things are explicitly haram for us. To conclude, if a person unknowingly eats haram, it is not a sin at all. If a person did not know, it was a genuine mistake, he or she ate haram, genuinely it was a mistake, then there is no sin at all. If a person eats haram but understands that it is actually haram for the individual to do so, but still eats haram, then this will be deemed as a sin, a major sin. But if a person eats haram, benefits from haram, but does not think that it is haram to do so, rather thinks it is fine to do so, then this is an act of kufr, because this individual is in a way rejecting the hukm of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rejecting the clear injunctions of the Quran. Remember to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.